Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lax rats alike, welcome back to another episode of the Crease Dive, and I am your host, Matt Nessler. And joining me today is a very special guest. He is a UVA alumni. He is the goalie for the Czech Republic national team. He's going to be playing a little war at the shore with Ness. He's Gruden's right-hand man. You've seen his face on the yak. You know the name, Jake Malasek, baby, the heart and soul of UVA lacrosse. We have him here tonight. Jake, thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it.
What an intro. And I'm going to fix my camera in just a second, but I've been very, very buddy with Nest up until this point. But I was getting dressed this morning, and I saw a shirt in my closet that I figured I had to throw on. So I got my football shirt on with the Cabrini National Champs flag in the background. But yeah, I'm repping my Nova boys today for you, Nest.
I invite you into my home.
I had to rep your school, man. I'm pumped to be here.
You know, some people who think Jake Malasek isn't tapped into what's going on in the lacrosse world or the world of Nest, he knows just how much that shirt's going to bother me.
You see it really nice. Thank you, Villanova football, for sending us this. This is great.
Yes, while I'm a shout Villanova, 85 Madison Street, feel free to send it. But no, that hurts a lot. It's disrespectful. I used to love Villanova. That's the worst part. Is like those were the fellas right across the street, right next door. Villanova hoops, V's up, go to hell. But now it's like, the V just makes me uncomfortable.
But let me ask, you can't just be like, we're just one. Now I can just be a Villanova guy, and like that's the brand now. You can't just celebrate under one umbrella. Is that not how this works?
So I'm a Villanova lacrosse supporter. I want that on record.
Right.
Coach Mita was the offensive coordinator of the 2019 Cabrini National Champions. He's now the offensive coordinator at Villanova. So there's Cabrini blood in that locker room. It's hard for me to root on their downfall. Do I think Cabrini's a better lacrosse program and a better team? Yes. I want that on record. Everyone Villanova listening, that it just is what it is. But I'm a supporter. But Villanova hoops, Villanova football, I just think you took the one thing I loved, which was Cabrini, and it'll be erased from history in the next 5 years. So it's all, I have to pay, if I want my transcript or if I wanted my diploma, I have to pay Villanova to get it.
That would piss me off. That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, they got more money than God, and they want my $10.
Who's asking for your transcript these days?
No. Come on now, say me. No, I'm getting that through the grapevine. I'm hearing that through the grapevine from the fellas. Nest, happily employed. I'm moving freight. Anyone who needs stuff moved, you come to Nest. Whoever's sending boxes to Gruden's place, you come to me. I'll send them. Right? Come on. It's all coming full circle. But that's fucking insane. You said you had a surprise for me. I was like, oh, he's bringing Gruden on. Villanova shirt.
You like that?
What a prick. What a prick this guy is. What a bad guy. So I have my notes on Malasek. I should have thrown these out.
Probably.
But let's address the elephant in the room. Let's get right into it. UVA lacrosse getting hot at the right time. Not the story right now. The story is two superstars down in Charlottesville not getting a nod for the Tewaaraton. Anything to say on behalf of either of the Millen brothers?
The fact that Brendan Millen's not even in the top 25 kind of speaks volumes to how far this award sort of fallen this year. I do think that this is a weak 5 that they've put up in the first place. And the fact that you have two guys in the Millen boys that have played better lacrosse than 60 to 80% of the field that they've put in there in the top 5. It does leave a sour taste in your mouth kind of looking at the award, because it's a thing that I grew up watching. I watched the Lyle Bros win it. The guy, like these guys that have Pat Spencer, like the best player in college usually has won the award. And there's been a few lifetime achievement awards. And I thought Entenmann should have won it a couple of years ago.
Yep.
I thought he was the best player in the country. So, but most of the time, the best player wins it. I don't think that we have that this year. I think the kid at Cornell, Firth, has played very, very well. I think he deserves to be in that 5. But I think when you look at the kid Light at Notre Dame and you put a poll in there that's not going to win it, just kind of for the sake of putting a poll in there, when both Millens kind of gave him the work in both games that they played, and they didn't, Notre Dame didn't win those games. So I don't know why he's in there over the Millen boys. I just think it's kind of a weird year. And I think that, did they hurt each other by both being so good? Maybe. But, they're both better than 4 of the 5, if not all 5 of these guys that are in the final 5. So I don't know. I just think it's kind of a lackluster year, and it kind of loses some validity when both the Millen boys aren't even in the conversation.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just, you're so well spoken, came so well prepared. I think no notes out of you two. That's from the heart. I know that's from the heart. You can feel it.
I mean, listen, I've been talking to a lot of guys in Charlottesville. They understand the deal. They know sort of how that impacts the team, and it's kind of like you kick the bull in the balls before it goes on its little rampage there. So I think that the boys in Charlottesville are kind of taking this a little in stride and are going to use that as fuel come May.
Yeah, man, I think that's a big problem for some people that might run into UVA in this bracket. I do have circled just extra motivation, that extra fuck you, not only for the Millen brothers, but for the homies on the team. I mean, if that's my boy, you're like, dude, fuck these guys. They think we're a joke. That's what you got to be thinking down in Charlottesville.
I'll tell you this: don't let UVA meet Princeton in the Final Four.
Yeah. I mean, I would love. My issue is
UVA defense in Final Four. I don't know about that, brother.
My issue is you got to get through I'm hoping you got to match up against the Richmond Spiders.
I would love them.
And those guys hold a near and dear spot in March out. Timmy Adams, Chatham Cougars' finest. Chatham Cougars' finest. He built the Richmond program, 5 years there. Gritty guy, gritty team. I want to see the Spiders shake Charlottesville. However, I'm a realistic guy, and I know that's no easy task. And they both have a round 1 game to win before we get there. Absolutely. But it's just looking at the bracket. I was thinking, wow.
One bracket.
If we get a round 2 Battle of Virginia, that'll be something that I'm getting a little goosebumps just talking about it.
And I definitely know the boys have heard that they're not the best team in Virginia this year too. So that's also on the calendar. If you can get a little back-to-back-to-back. If you can tell me you get a Richmond, well, first of all, beat Georgetown. You get a Richmond Battle of Virginia, take that thrown back. You get a Final Four with Princeton, you beat Kabiri's ass, and you get a Spalina in the national championship. You put all 3 of those to bed in a row. That would be cherry on top of what a season of UVA lacrosse.
I want it on record. We're a Spalina podcast here. Listen, I know you're out there, Joey. I have Cuse Miracle Run. Not Miracle. I shouldn't say Cuse Miracle, but
they're my national championship.
But I just want it on record. Big Spalina guy here. When you mentioned the field, Spalina is the one guy I think did have a better season than the Millen brothers. However, I think there's a chance that Brendan Millen might be the best lacrosse player alive. And I said that about CJ Kirst. A lot.
The thing is he's not even in the top 25. So how's that possible?
Yeah. He is so unfathomably good. I've been waiting. I've been holding this take in. I haven't had power, so I haven't been able to do an episode. I've been holding this take in that there's a chance. I just think he might go down. I hold CJ Kirst as the best player of our lives, in my personal opinion. That is what it is. But I see what I saw in CJ and Brendan Millen, where it's effortless. Like, we're talking.
Hold on.
Effortless. What do you got for me?
CJ Kirst is the best lacrosse player of your entire life?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I think he's the best lacrosse, most well-rounded lacrosse player I've ever seen.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I'm not going to say anything.
I know.
That's all good.
I think the biggest thing is he was the one I watched the most as a fan.
Fair.
Like, when I was growing up, I know who all the great players were, and I loved watching lacrosse, but I was not rooting for them the way I rooted for CJ. Close bias ties in, but it's not necessarily the bias reason I say it's because I had so much eyes on him. I was like, this guy's unbelievable.
I also want to make it very clear that I'm not saying he's bad. He's very good and the whole thing, and won the title and towards on the whole thing. But like, I just think that's kind of a hot take. Let's put it that way.
It's hot. It's not cold, but I think a pretty common one for people when I say I think Pat Spencer's a pretty good one. I would have loved to watch Pat Spencer not in college. Like, I was saying, we were similar age, late high school, early college. It's like I would have loved to have been 24 years old, just sitting on the couch on a Saturday, being like,
"Oh, what you're watching."
Yeah, let me throw on Pat Spencer and just watch him.
I will say, you go back and watch some Steel Stanwick highlights, they'll blow your dick off. That was unbelievable. And I still think, I mean, my number one's Shelley. I think he's the best kid I've ever seen. I actually, when I was a sophomore at UVA, I was second year at UVA, I coached the St. Anne's Belfield lacrosse team.
Okay.
He was a senior, and he took the field, and I really was sort of like not really tapped into like the high school lacrosse scene at the time. I was, 19? I watched him practice one time. I go, that's the best kid I've ever seen play the sport. Like, unbelievable. When he would run, the ground would move. And I was like, oh, my God, this kid is unreal. And he was 17, 18. And then I played with him a little bit at UVA, and I was like, oh, my fucking God, dude, he is unbelievable. Everything he does is the best of ever. It's the best thing that I've ever seen. He's unbelievable.
Seeing him in person at the pro, I never got to see him in person at the college level. See him in person at the pro level is pretty crazy.
He's just so technically sound at every aspect of the game. He makes everybody around him better.
Yep.
He can shoot the shit out of the ball, eyes in the back of his head. There's nothing he can't do. I bet he can pick up a pole and play LSM. Like, that's how good of a lacrosse player that he is. Such a good athlete. I was blown away every time I watched him do anything. And he's like the nicest guy ever, too. Quiet kid. Like, super, super genuine dude. I was just like, holy fuck. I was such an asshole if I was that good at lacrosse. He's like the nicest guy ever.
On record, very good guy. Very good guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him at Street Lax. It was me. On the court, it was just me, Flavor Flav, Shelley.
The big three.
People forget that's Lax with Flavor Flav. Like, was it on my bucket list? No. Did I check it off? Yes. What a life. How about... Let's just go to game one.
Look at the notes.
Yeah, well, no, like let's settle down on the. Let's settle down on the.
Edit that part.
Let's settle down on the going all the way to the finals. And what do you got to do to get by Georgetown? What do you need to do?
Listen, I when I watch lacrosse, I think 85 to 90% of my time is spent watching the goalies. I kind of don't watch what's going on besides the kid moving around in the 6x6. So I've said this since probably week 2. This is probably back in February, early March. I think Anderson Moore is the best goalie in the country. Like, I think he is, and it's like, I don't think it's pretty close. Like, I think he could go to any team, make that team instantly better. I think he's that good. So he worries me in like a small way. Like, I think he's going to be the reason that at Sunday at 8:30, it's like a very, very close game. I do think UVA eventually pulls away in the fourth, but do not be surprised when it's like 7-7 in the fourth quarter, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what's going on here? UVA was so hot." Anderson Moore's gonna have like 19 saves. Now we're gonna take 40 shots, but he's gonna have an all-time Sunday night, and I think that they kind of know that. Like, I've been texting some of the guys. I'm like, "You guys do know that this kid's unbelievable." And they're like, like my buddy Kyle Morris, like, yeah, I'm running scout for him this week. It's impossible. He's so fucking good. And I'm like, yeah, like, that's just what it is. So when you run into a goalie like that, like, he can obviously change a game and take over a game. I do think UVA is just better in every facet of the other parts of the game. But Anderson Moore could have one of those 20 save games where it's like, oh fuck, we're tied, 4 minutes left, that kind of game.
It's one of those situations where a goalie in lacrosse can just take over sometimes, especially on a team in a game like this where I think UVA has a better team, but Georgetown is no Joe Schmo in any world. And all of a sudden, like you said, goalie makes 15, 16, 17 saves, and you're like, motherfucker, like, we came in, like, we got to score 10 goals and we'll get the win. Yep. And it's 6-6, there's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and you're like, well, every time we get the ball, it needs to be 70 seconds, 2 shots. First one better go in, and if not, that second one better be going in quick because you got to use the clock and you got to go. But I mean, goalies like that. I mean, difference makers in the cage.
He's just so good. He's like, the way he plays is exactly how I want to play. I can never really get there. Like, that's sort of my style, though, where it's very low to the ground, very calm. He never sort of bites or reacts or dips. He's always so stoic. It's a good word.
That's how I always use that.
He's just always just right where he needs to be. So he's going to be if I'm on the broadcast for that game, he's my player to watch right off the rip. This is who kind of controls the game. If Anderson Moore has a great day, Georgetown has every opportunity to win this game. If he's sort of off, Georgetown loses by 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah. I describe Colin Kurse the same way. I used to always say, listen, like he's like the perfect model.
Very good mom.
I was like, that's how you should play. Don't get me wrong. I want to do that. I'm not going to.
Right.
But like, if you're looking for the way to play, like look there.
Great.
And don't stop.
They have a very similar style.
It's just calm. It's your like. I give some private lessons. I tell the kids like, imagine you're a statue. Like the less you move, the higher % chance you have of saving it. The amount of times goalies dance their way out of saves, and then they see like someone like Liam Entenmann, who's a fucking absolute creature of an athlete who can go down low and throw one hand up and make a save. It's like, yeah, well, he earned the right to do that, and he's also 6'1" and can cover both posts corner to corner with his fucking hands. So you can't do that. But being calm in the goal, it would suck for you, just, hand up, devil's advocate, if he does go 20 saves and like someone, the new social guy for the Crease stuff, shout out to the new social guy, went back and clipped this.
No, it's a good clip. I've been saying it since February. Like, I know he's very, very good. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not obviously rooting for Georgetown, but like, it would prove me right all year that he is that good, because I do think he is that good.
Yeah, he's a problem, and I
Alabama. How about that? Down there,
an absurd place to be coming out of the woodworks and being that. Like, who's giving him shots?
Alabama. Like, how you doing that?
Kind of in on Georgetown. You're selling me. You're selling me on Georgetown. I know your man Gruden's getting big into Tampa lacrosse. Are you putting him on to UVA? Are you getting him in on like, hey?
Well, also, I mean, UVA lacrosse, hottest team in the country right now. So it's a very easy time to become a fan of the best team in the country, I would say. They just dog walked the ACC tournament like I've never seen. Literally like it was an exhibition for these boys. They were so fucking dialed.
Are you sure, hot take, or again, devil's advocate, are we sure the ACC wasn't just like, hey, we're all just going to get in, like you can have it?
I mean, yeah, probably.
I can't believe that's a different conversation. That the entire ACC is just like, yeah, just mail us in. We'll take up a third of the field, no problem. I know they're deserving of it.
Thoughts on the Duke add to the tournament?
Yeah, they're the one. Like, is Duke capable of winning games in the NCAA tournament? Yes.
Absolutely.
Are they deserving of a top 16 spot in the NCAA tournament based on how the criteria has worked the last 10, 15 years? I don't think so at all.
Would you have put in over them, Maryland? Harvard?
I mean, my biggest issue is just like, I mean, Maryland, like maybe I think I think Maryland and fucking Duke play each other for it.
Right.
I don't know. Like, there's the people who make the decisions know more than I do.
I think Duke's gonna beat Richmond.
That's the issue. Is Duke's a problem too. I tweeted out. I said, "Hey, Richmond, congrats, whatever. Like, yeah, you get to play Duke in the first round." And someone was like, "Well, just because they're Duke doesn't mean they're good." And I was like, "Well, no, not just because they're Duke. It's because there's a history between Duke and Richmond. Mm-hmm. Those games are always close. Richmond's had their hearts ripped out before by Duke, ripped into the ground, and on top of that, they are fucking Duke." Mm-hmm. They're bringing in different guys that are going to Richmond. That's fact. Mm-hmm. Just like Notre Dame's bringing in different guys that are going to fucking even Harvard. Yep. Like there's different levels to being top tier teams, and that's fine. But if you took a poll of the top players, like most of them are probably going to go to Duke. I like Richmond more. I'm a Richmond guy. I'm a believer. I'm a Spider.
It's a brutal draw. It's a brutal draw.
And I had down the way the bracket is the bot. I don't know. I looked at the bracket and I looked down. I was like, this team got fucked. This team got fucked. This team got fucked. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I guess no matter how you move it, teams are going to get fucked because it's only the real crime is it's 16 teams.
What would you make?
I got you. My roommate's dialing in looking for a team at the Final Four.
We'll be there.
He's gonna be down in Charlottesville.
I'll be there. Tell him to hit me up.
Yeah, Malasek's gonna be dialed in, especially
my Super Bowl. I can't miss that.
Exactly. But I don't know. I think a short expansion of the tournament is what makes this feel would
24?
make it. I love 24. Everyone's like, well, that's a big. Like, there's only 70 or 80 teams. I don't fucking know the exact numbers, but I think 24 is the perfect number.
Well, I mean, realistically speaking, this year, 2 to 3 teams you could add in there. Like my whole thing. So, okay, let me preface this. The CFP, I always go off the CFP. When it was 4 teams, I always said the perfect number was 6. You give the top 2 teams a bye. You make the bottom 4 play, then those winners play the top 2, then you have a national championship. I always felt like there was 5 and 6 that were deserving and good enough to win a national championship that were left out. Now we've gone crazy and we've gone to the 12 and it's going to be 16 and it'll be 24 eventually and it will lose all meaning. And March Madness, same shit. I always thought 6 was the perfect CFP number. Lacrosse, I think you only really have to add like 2 to 4 more spots.
That's fun. I can get behind that.
I don't think that there are that many more teams because realistically for me, you have your AQs and then every other team that makes the tournament should be in theory a team that can win the national championship.
Correct.
Like, I don't want to watch a team, I'm going to throw a stray here, like a Utah make the tournament when I know that they cannot win the tournament. You know what I mean? Fair. So it's
it's fair.
If we go to 24, there will be years where it's like, okay, why is this team in this when everybody knows that they cannot win it? So if you let's add 2 spots, that's fine. You add another game or 2. Let's add 4 so you can add it to both sides of the bracket. Fine.
Yeah, I think
definitely are not more than 20 teams a year that can win the national championship. Or you can just get rid of the AQ system altogether and say, fuck those teams. And you can get rid of the Jacksonvilles, you can get rid of the Robert Morrises, you can get rid of the Marist, all that shit. That's the other alternative because then you can fill those spots with the Harvards and Marylands of this year. Yeah. Those teams can play it out in the playing games and do it that way.
Yeah, that's
those are my options, but I don't think
I don't have my hat. I'm not like hung up on 24. Sure. I can settle for 20 very easily.
I think 20 is a good number.
This is D3 is so different, but like playing at Cabrini, like we were in the shittiest conference ever. So we were always guaranteed a mail into the tournament every year. So like our season was going May 5th, May 7th, no matter what. And like you look at D1 and like there's a huge percentage of teams that just never have played into May and have never played. Like April 20th rolls around, it's like, yo, hug your boys. Like this is fucking it. Like, we're about to mail it in. The season started a week ago.
I will say this as well, and I'm going to throw another shot here, but you and I both know I'm a D3 survivor as well.
Yeah.
College, no big deal. D3 and even sort of D2 to me is a lot more of like a kumbaya, we're here to play sports and have fun with our boys type of deal. I have no problem with that. Division I athletics, I feel like the element of exclusivity should be a factor when making tournament brackets. I feel like there should be some reward and some punishment for being good and for being bad throughout your season in Division I sports. Division 3 and Division 2, fine, have a great time. Add the patch to your jersey, great. Like that's all fun and good. Put the Instagram up, like that's fine. D1 sports have like it's a rarer air, and I do kind of like when the CFP was 4 teams, it kind of meant something to make it.
Okay.
Like this year, like I love Virginia football. Like in no world should that Virginia football team be a game away from making the CFP. Like they're in no world going to win the national championship. They should not be competing for a national championship. Same thing with the JMU and Tulane bullshit. Like I don't need all of this. Like, oh, congratulations, you won the fucking Sun Belt. You get to go to the college playoff. It's like, no, this is real football. Same thing with lacrosse. I don't need, like, congrats, dude, you won the fucking whatever conference. Like, you get to play in the no. Like this is big boy sports. We're here to crown the best team in the country. And realistically, I would shrink the tournament. I'm actually on that take now. Let's make the tournament 12 teams. No AQs. Best 12 get to go. I'm a shrink all the tournaments. March Madness. Take March Madness down to 16 teams. Best teams get to play.
So good. Just we're making a little bit of progress. You can have the
reverse.
Fuck it, dude. We're going no AQs. We're going 12 best teams. Mm-hmm. Take it or fucking leave it. Bottom line. We're done with it.
Yep. I don't need all this.
That'd be barbaric. People would hate it, but like that is like grit. That is like different. My issue with the current system is if there's gonna be, this is the issue people don't talk about. If there's gonna be a magic fucking committee that gets to pick and choose who goes, you have to make it a bigger field.
Yep.
If it's small, you make rules that everyone knows. These are the criteria. This is it. This is who goes. If you're gonna pick, then that's why it has to be bigger. Because to me, it seems like people are just getting fucked at the end. It's like, oh, is my RPO and my GPA and my fucking gas prices? What's the price of gas? Like, everyone's talking about these column 1 wins and brick 2. They're saying all this stupid fucking shit that means nothing. We're playing lacrosse. We're playing a game of lacrosse that we all watch. We know scores matter. You can track scores, goal differential. All these things are trackable. And they pull out like strength of schedule and wins. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're playing lacrosse. I don't care what fucking Trinity's fucking record was when we played him in a scrimmage in 2007. Is that why I didn't get in this year? Like, it's the dumbest shit ever. And I respect your take on like you want exclusivity, like you want it tight. But the issue is it leaves just this gray area where these people who take no accountability are like, yeah, these are the teams that got in. They met the criteria, and everyone knows it's the RPI system. It's like, dude, I don't know. It's just, to me, as a fan, I'm just like, I fucking hate the systems they do. Just rank them all year.
I will ask you this question: is when this weekend rolls around, would you rather watch Princeton play Marist or Maryland?
Maryland, exactly.
Right. Would you rather watch UNC play Harvard or Jacksonville?
Harvard.
Right. So it's like, at that point, we're kind of just doing these to make these teams feel good, kind of, right?
Yeah, which is fair.
So I'm if you want to make it a 16-team tournament, by all means, top 16. I don't care if it's a committee or not, but just top 16. You can do it by a voters poll. I'm cool with that.
I don't understand how there's not a poll, like, to know, like, I don't understand how it's like, hey, we're in 9th right now.
Right.
Like, if we stay in the top 12, we're good. Mm-hmm. People act like that's so impossible to do. And it's like, dude, like, we've been doing that forever. Like, we don't need to complicate it because there's fucking computers that will tell us the strength of someone's schedule. I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm not stupid. I know what it means. But I'm saying, right, like, how that's applicable to getting a team in or out of the playoffs, to me, just makes it makes no sense. Like,
listen, you either do this for an hour. I've been on these things are bullshit train for years. I can't stand the committees. I can't stand the way that these playoffs are set up. It drives me crazy. And they added what, 8 more teams to March Madness? I mean, the game has never been more gone. It's over.
Yeah, the March Madness is, I mean, I don't know. There's an ads like. And that, yeah, I mean, everyone's getting in now.
And lacrosse, too. Like, we're not making that much more money on these games. It's not like we're selling out stadiums. I get it for football. You want to add more meaningful bowl games. Like, you make more TV money, fine. This is just doesn't matter.
I just think that I think the answer's the top 20. I don't know why I think 20 is the move, but I hate when, I don't know. I think if Duke's in my opinion, like Maryland, Harvard, like, that's the issue here. That's like my only dilemma is, like, I think they're all kind of in that same boat, and they were like you get in. It's like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
common opponent. Maryland beat Virginia. Duke did not. Would have probably put Maryland in.
Malasek, are you getting touches? Are you seeing shots? Like, are you who's shooting on you?
I played my first beer league game yesterday. We got between the pipes the first time since Poland of last summer. Did not feel good. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes usually. I pick up a stick right around this time, playing my local men's leagues around wherever I live. And then after about a month or so, I'm back to being my old self. But yesterday was not good. Yesterday was bad. You ever pick up a stick for the first time in a while and it feels kind of foreign in your hands? You're like, ooh, that does not feel like it used to feel. And then you kind of go around a little bit. You're like, wow, that does not feel how it used to feel. And then again, month or so from now, check back in. I'll be fine. But
yeah, you'll be.
My first one back. Field was half dirt. Not good. But, yeah, no, definitely did not feel great yesterday. Did not really go down a whole lot. I kind of just gave up on those. I'm getting a little older. But, yeah, I try and stay in decent shape. I'm getting not fatter, so that feels good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get less fat.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of what I'm gonna be, but I'll be dialed for next summer. World Championships, ever heard of them? I'll be ready to rock.
Yeah. Are the rumors true that you might be making it to Worth the Shore in Jersey this year?
I already sent them my money, booked my trip.
Wow.
I'll be there. Yeah.
I believe I'm leaving. This is breaking news to those and some who know. I've had a team for 7 years. Those are the fellas from Cabrini. We tried getting it going. It seems like the team might be retiring. And I believe I've locked down a slot with Team Frog and Mitch Pelkey and Jake Malasek and Dukes and all these hoodlums.
Some are saying it's the best 1-2 punch in the crease since ever, possibly.
Yeah, there's a serious problem happening down at the Jersey Shore in New Jersey. Jersey Shore in New Jersey. Nice one, Ness. But you and I are going to have a serious day Saturday. We're going to win the championship Sunday. I've won the A division. I've won the B division. We're in the fucking C division. If we can't bring a title to Mitch and his fucking goons, we might have to wrap up this whole stick.
Yep.
But I hate playing. I just want also on record, now that I'm old, like you said, playing goalie blows.
Sucks.
Blows. And I told a good friend of mine I grew up with, Matt Stagnita, coach of legendary, son of legendary Coach Stagnita. Can't talk. Edibles kicking in. He was like, dude, I need a goalie to get shots up. He's training for tournaments, trying to get touches for international play. I told him, yeah, and we couldn't find a time. So I said, dude, let's just do it in the morning, 6 a.m. before work. Went out there. He was waiting for me on the field. Him and Nate Solomon. Shout out Nate Solomon.
Hi.
And they were doing one-on-ones. I'm in that goal.
You Pier 40?
What'd you say?
You Pier 40?
No, we were at Northwest Resiliency Park in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Oh, you're across the river. Okay.
Yeah. We're in the nicer part of the nicer city. But we're out there 6 a.m. and everything's going great. I'm going to sweat in, and then a ball hit me.
Yeah.
It was going 70. Probably the worst shot I've ever taken in my life. Yeah. Was going maybe arguably 40 miles per hour slower than the hardest shots I was seeing at the peak. Mm-hmm. You know, we had some fellas who could sling it, and it hurt so bad. Yep. And I felt like such a pussy that I think the issue was that it was slow. Like it wasn't a game going on. I think in a game it's different. Like you put me in men's league, hit me a couple times, fuck off, we win, beers after, rah rah. But man, did I hated that. It was great, got a sweat in, but
getting hit for no reason is the worst feeling in the entire world. That's where I stand on now playing. Like even in like practice, you feel like you're sort of helping out and doing something important. I used to live in New York right after college. I was there. Yeah, no, exactly. And like then you got to live with that for a week, and they only last longer the older you get. By the way, you'll have that for 2 weeks. When I lived in New York, I went 5:45 in the morning twice a week for about 2 or 3 months with Ryan Conrad, Ryan Ambler, all these PLL guys. We'd go shoot at Pier 40 on the west side of Manhattan. And it was like me and like a couple different PLL goalies, and this guy Andrew Dakin would set it up. He was a goalie as well. And we would just go get ripped on for 2 hours before work. And like I was training for the Worlds in 23, so like I was like, all right, I'm doing this for a reason. But at the same time, there is some different feeling about taking one to the inner thigh at 6:30 in the morning when you're just like, dude, I could just not be doing this right now. Like there's genuinely no benefit to me being hit now at all. Like no one's life changes because I just got hit in the leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, them shooting on an empty net would have been fun. Like they would have been fun.
The same thing for them.
Yeah, like I'm like, well, my buddy needs me. He needs me in the goal. Like I'm like, we're like dogs that get like abused, and we keep going back. It's
I
like
would walk to work, and I would be limping around Manhattan. I would just go, damn, I could have totally slept in today. You know, like I didn't need this at all.
Yeah, man, and like, it's just. It's so funny because like when I was in college, like we'd have a 6 a.m. I honestly didn't hate 6 a.m.s in college because to me it was wake up early, hardest part of the day is the first thing you're done, and then I'm fucking mailing in my classes, cleaning the bong, playing more Fortnite than anyone's ever played with everyone in my house, different bongs, different TVs, all on it. My coach was like, "You guys just play on like headsets." I'm like, "Dude, we're not fucking being in the same room. Like we're dialing into our screens, locking in, we're stacking victory royales." But those I didn't hate, but it was funny when it was over, it was like, all right, I will never have to wake up at 5, put on lacrosse gear and go get shots ever again. Like it'll never happen. Like years went by. I was like, fuck yeah, never have to do that again. Life's great. Hop in like a couple times a year, see shots.
Never over. It's just never over. You'll never.
And I was walking to my car carrying my gear, and I took a video just cracking up. I was like,
goalie is a curse that you'll never be rid of. That's the problem. Is everybody somehow needs you at some point, and you feel like a dick if you don't go.
Yeah,
I'm like shackled to this fucking thing I've done to myself, and I'll never be free. Somebody will call me like, "Yeah, we need a goalie for tonight." I'm like, "Fuck, I guess I'll go."
Like you literally like I have to go. If I don't go, they can't play.
They can't play without me. So
I sign up for men's leagues as an attackman, but I bring my goalie stuff for emergencies. Mm-hmm. I do like playing attack because like it's more exercise. Fuck getting in the goal. And first men's league I showed up, I don't know anyone on the team, and I'm in a polo shirt. I came straight from work. I'm in a polo shirt. And I'm like running late. So I was like, I'll just show up right as it starts coming from work. And there was no goalie. Mm-hmm. So I ran to my car, got my gear. The whole fucking game's waiting for me. I'm like putting on my shit. I get in the goal and the ref's like, put your penny on. I'm like, nah, you're good. It's like an extra small, brother. Like, you have to wear your penny. I'm 27 years old.
I would have just said no thanks. I'd be just like,
I was like, dude, like, no. He was like, I'm not starting the game. And I was like, bro, like this is absurd. I'm trying to be a good guy, and you're being the world's biggest prick.
Yep.
Like you're the only one getting paid to be here. Like,
and the no penny is swag,
and all, like I'm chubby. You don't put me in a fucking high school Patriot lacrosse penny that they had left over from the summer. Like, and it was just such an absurd. I was like, yeah, they know what team I'm on, man. We're opposite sides.
There's only 2 places there.
Like, if he comes into my crease, like, we can figure it out from there, I think.
Right.
Like, if the whole field clears out, it's just us two. Like, oh, fuck. Like, we mixed them up. It's like, you're good, man.
That's unreal. Nate Solomon, dude. What a good guy, too. He's
unreal guy. First time meeting him in person.
Great, dude.
Real good.
Put me on SportsCenter. Yeah, you ever see that?
What'd you say?
He and I were on SportsCenter, top 10.
What'd you get done?
He BTB'd me in the Worlds in 2023. Number 2 on SportsCenter top 10.
I've also been on SportsCenter top 10. Got a half court shot scored on me. So like you and I both we're goalies. We're perennial losers. Like
boys with Nate Solomon.
Yeah, I'm now homies with Nate Solomon. I might call him. I might bring him on the pod right now.
Yep.
I had something about men's league that wasn't on my notes that I can't remember.
You'll find it.
We veered.
Listen, I got nowhere to be.
We talked Millen. I'm a lost puppy.
It's my favorite show. I love you, man.
Yeah, for anyone out there, I was texting Malasek to like set up. Like, hey, you want to come on? He's like, yeah. Like, I'm like texting. I'm like, and like he's like, before I don't even have his number. And as I'm texting Malasek, like, you want to come on? I just get a text like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, how did he know?
I think Nest wants. I'm there for him.
And I'm like cracking up. I'm like, yeah, probably this time. He's like, yeah, works for me. And I'm like, maybe this time. He's like, no, totally works for me. And I'm like, maybe like 50 minutes. He's like, dude, it could be at midnight. Like, I'm in. And like, it was so funny. Like, I'm walking around my apartment, like frantically, like trying to get high, trying to get ready for the podcast. Like, I'm like, yeah, maybe 5 minutes. He's like, dude, I am all yours. So now He's a true rider, a true fan.
Right now, I got nothing going on. I got a tea time at 2:30 tomorrow. So if we can go up till about then I'm chilling.
Oh my god, that's so good. I actually do have a. You texted me and you said anything for you, and I immediately thought, well, I need to start making a list of things to ask. And so, on the top of my list, and I mean, this is I hope this is a testament to who I am as a person. I need you the next time that you're sitting on the couch watching some lacrosse. Gruden to the right of you. You're sitting there, and I just want you to say, man, I got to tell you about a college. And you just tell them about Cabrini.
I'll give them the lore.
7 years ago, they were national champions. They came from the mud, 4 away games, grinding. Everyone on the team's a scumbag, been to jail, kicked out of school. No one wants them. The land of lost toys. And they get through everyone. Fuck Salisbury, fuck York, fuck everyone out there, and most especially fuck Amherst. And guess what? The Amherst goalie who's being the E-Bug, I know that you're the E-Bug. There's an E-Bug out there.
Gibby?
Gibby. He the E.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I hit up Gibby and I was like, are you, like, I'm hearing rumors that you might be the guy that I'm trying to be. Like, I'm like dying to be the E-Bug and bring light to the E-Bug. Like, I need you. If you're not the guy, like, we need to find the guy together. But if you're the guy, like, I need to put a spotlight on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need, like, the same way in NHL, E-Bug, like, these are guys that are qualified lacrosse players that are around the game. I don't know him personally. I had no clue. I've seen him. I knew him at Hopkins. I never even knew he was the Amherst goalie. Never put that together. And someone messaged me, shout out all the fellas online who are digging for Nest. They messaged me, they're like, you have some history with the E-Bug. I'm like, what do you mean the E-Bug? There's an E-Bug? Like, how? I've been begging to find the E-Bug. And he sends me a picture of him, and it was just like a picture of him in Archer's jersey, and I wasn't 100% sure. I was like, I recognize the name. And then he sends me the roster photo of him and Amherst. I was like, what are the fucking chances that this guy is living my dream? Like, I think I have something he wanted, and he has something I want, and I don't think he's going to let me have it.
I'll say this, too. Way too good to be an E-Bug.
That's the thing.
He could be on the team.
I didn't want to be disrespectful by any means. He's an elite goalie who's stayed elite. Yeah. I've been above. That's why I'm more so, I think, an E-Bug, where it's like, if both goalies –
Dave Ayers, the Zamboni driver, is more who I'm looking for.
Yeah. Like, two goalies go down.
Would be in Division I lacrosse and play for a lot of teams guy. That's not an E-Bug.
Yeah, that guy could probably, like, go out and get time right now for one of the PLL teams. Where it's like me, it's like, listen, disaster has struck. Both goalies are down. This team is fucked.
Yeah.
They don't need – like, the next guy. They need a guy that's going to bring just, like, this fucking
when you watch that Leafs Hurricanes game, or you watch the one with Chicago with that guy, he sticks out.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, that guy doesn't belong on the ice. That guy is not supposed to be there. That's what we need for an E-Bug.
Correct. And it's
a guy that blends in.
Yep.
You know, I need somebody, I'm like, oh, that guy is not on the team.
Yeah, like they pulled that guy out of the crowd.
Yeah,
for sure.
That guy definitely is not where he's supposed to be right now.
Like, I think he snuck on the ice. Like,
that's what I'm looking for when it comes to a E-Bug.
So, and that's the best part is my proposition to Gibb. So I asked him to come on. No comment back. Again, I do want anyone out there who knows Gibb that I do with almost respect. I need him, actually. I need him to go on vacation badly for 1 week. I think maybe I hit him up. I was like, hey, like, maybe come on. Maybe talk about the E-Bug. And so I'm thinking maybe we get some funds. We send him on vacation. He can bring whoever he wants, and he takes a week off in the summer during the PLL, and then bang, they need a guy.
You're just all 2 injuries in that 1 week.
Yeah, that's like, listen, then I'm going to need more money to pay the goalies to both go down.
Yeah.
And then it's like ABC 9:45 Saturday night, and it's like Matt Nessler has entered the game, and he's wearing a Cabrini helmet.
Listen,
Like
PLO guys are all in on eyeballs.
Yeah.
And I think that is a great way to get some eyeballs.
I agree. I mean, listen, it's
this
a good story.
Wearing his team issued gear.
Yeah.
The relief, the e-bug. That's a great story.
Yeah, the hockey goalies have their own actual pads. Right. So I roll in just Cabrini helmet, right. Regular jersey. Mm-hmm. I have the team issued jersey, but I'm on the Archers.
No name on the back too. It's just blank.
Blank as fuck. Number 47.
Yep.
I'm the Archers, and I'm in the goal, and I'm in there orange on orange. We're going all orange out, and then I just have the fucking royal blue Cabrini helmet on. Just bucket, Eclipse too. That's probably not even legal. Yep. And just royal blue Cabrini gloves on. Yep. Just ready to rock.
You be on
cleats that have seen. Yeah, cleats that have seen hell.
Yep.
So that's the story I'm trying to build. That's the last chapter of my book.
Yep.
So it's about growing the game. And it's about letting Nestler finish my story. Let me walk off into the sunset, one touch, maybe a save, and I don't need to be Make-A-Wishy. I'm not that bad. First off, I'm disgusting, but I don't want it to be we're throwing you a bone. It's like I'll snap if I have to.
We need you in the goal.
Yeah, I need to be we need a guy.
We need you.
We need a guy bad. It's I'll save the day.
Right. Here I am.
You need me a little bit. I need them to need me.
Yeah. And listen, you're already shooting with guys that play pro.
Yeah.
You know how it feels?
Yeah. And it blows. That's why I'm looking for a one and done. That's so ideal for everyone, I feel especially me.
Love that.
Think about it.
I'm all in on the next debug.
Yeah. I'm at I do want to comment from Gib. Anyone out there is close with Gib, whether Malasek can get in touch with him or anyone can get in touch with him, we're gonna see some sort of comment.
I'll hit him up.
But that's where we've kind of landed with the e-bug. That's the PL liked my e-bug tweet. The first acknowledgement of the e-bug. It's kind of been this thing in the room.
Would you have to travel every week for that? Is that how that works?
So yeah, it's that's the thing. It's that's why I'm looking for a 1 week. It's I cannot. I don't know what the. Again, I commented. They're talking about salaries. I said, "Is there any talk about the e-bug salary? What that's looking like for guys that potentially are interested in that?" No comment. So I'm not sure what the salary looks like, but I don't. I think if you're the e-bug, you most likely have another job for the PLL. So you're working. If I had to guess,
that makes sense.
If Gib is really, if this is true,
yeah,
and he is the e-bug,
that would make sense.
Then I would assume it's working like that. I don't know. I would love for clarity from him. But when we release this, we will get clarity. People will be digging for us. But just know the way this e-bug conversation started was a big Cabrini lacrosse rant. Original request was, for Gruden to hear the story, which will be available on DVD in 5 years. But I'm excited for May lacrosse. I feel like Jake Malasek, his name comes into the crease dive world in April and starts spreading its wings in May. And then all of a sudden UVA is dancing. And this year they might be dancing at home in Charlottesville.
Oh, yeah.
So that could be special.
I'll be there.
I think.
No matter what, I'll be there.
I think I might need to look into some travel plans for Nest.
Yeah.
Usually a big Jersey Shore guy. Probably will.
You ever been to Charlottesville?
I've never been. Only been to Richmond. We used to go down to Lynchburg.
It's gross.
Lynchburg's that place sucks.
Yeah. Now, most of Virginia is not great, but Charlottesville's beautiful.
I believe you. Have you ever been to Lynchburg's campus?
Because
I know you guys
do. But I've spent a decent amount of time in Lynchburg, and I have no desire to go back.
Yeah, so the area sucks. Their field is just in the middle of their campus, next to the dorms. You just go out of your dorm, you're on the turf field.
Sick.
This is fucking absurd. There are kids just usually there's a track and you stand behind the track behind the fence. There's a fence.
That's
a
D3 Sens you just said there, right? By the way.
Yeah.
There's no track.
What'd you say?
So there's not usually a track. That's a very Division III sentence you just
Well,
said.
no, I'm thinking, yeah. I guess I'm thinking at any field there's like a track and then a fence or any sort of fence.
Yeah,
There's like a gap.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And these guys, there's no fence. Like they're basically where the ball rolls out.
Yep.
And like me, I'm a chirpy guy. Like these guys are calling me fat. They're calling me this, calling me that. I'm like, all right, listen, you fucking Poindexters. Right? Like I got nothing to lose out here. I'm playing D3 lax and I'll bash your head in with this camera on. I don't care. And so we're talking all this shit. First time I was ever there, we won. Last time I was ever there, we lost. And there's a picture of me, like blurry as hell, but I'm in the goal and you get to see me flipping off like the crowd, like just glove off. Like I just took it off after like they scored or we scored. I'm just flipping them off, and
love that.
That one felt good. Listen, coach doesn't like that.
No.
Ness has a little bit of play into the crowd, be a little bit of a jerk off type of cat. But listen, I'm in the goal. Life's miserable in there. You know what it's like. Yeah. Anything to make a save.
Yeah.
But shout out the state of Virginia, lacrosse. I guess we touched on Lynchburg, Virginia. Fucking
Christopher Newport.
Fuck Christopher Newport. They were the last win ever against Cabrini. Well, all right, I never played them, but they're nasty. They also look like Cabrini, same colors.
Should be 3 in Virginia. Washington and Lee's not bad.
Washington and Lee's not bad.
Roanoke College not terrible.
Fuck Roanoke. Mouse for those not watching, Mouse, I just threw up like both hands, like whatever you say, man.
I went to Bill Pilot's goalie school a couple of years at Roanoke College back in the day.
Okay, gritty. That's
throwback. Stay in those dorms for a couple of days.
I actually believe one of the all-time leading goal scorers at Roanoke is a Chatham Cougar. Chatham Cougar myself here. Nice. Shout out Jeff Keating or his older brother, Chris. Jeff or Chris, older than me. Good guys. Shout out the Keating family.
Chris Keating played pole?
Potentially.
Did he go to high school? I know.
Did he go to your high school?
I know a Chris Keating that played lacrosse. I don't know him personally, but I know he was a year before I got there. He was the senior captain of the lacrosse team, Chris Keating. Did he play at Yale by chance?
No. This is Chris Keating at Roanoke.
Fuck. Well, his brother, I thought you said was Chris Keating.
They both went to Roanoke.
Okay. Then I know.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure which one.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been like a big problem. Yeah. And that because the lacrosse world's really small, but that would have been
Chris Keating.
A little too small. Hold on. Stay right there for me, Malasek. Since you got the Villanova shirt on, I got to show you one thing before you go.
This is going to be either a Virginia Tech shirt or some variation of a Duke, UNC, Maryland something, but I'm going to go with a Virginia Tech t-shirt.
No. It's not a shot at you, Mr. Malasek.
Oh, this is the Natty ring. I'm the
shot at Villanova, something they do not have and will never have.
That is beautiful.
For those wondering at home, that is how you spell Nestler, Nestler.
Yeah.
Wow, that felt good to at least slip that one on live on the pod.
Fresh off the wedding.
Yes. Fresh off the wedding.
Nobody's more tapped into the world of Nestler than I am.
No, I'm dangerously not only impressed but shocked. I mean, I knew I had a.
You had to write all those notes down in a notebook. I have it all stored up in here.
Yeah, I mean,
I got all the knowledge up in here.
You want to talk about a guy that just like look at how these notes are written, like. It was. I wrote them. I looked at. I was like, I'm never going to be able to read these. I'm going to black out. We're going to talk about nothing I wrote down. It's going to be a great episode. People are going to love the enthusiasm. But I do really appreciate you popping on, Malasek. An unreal 53 minutes with what felt like 5.
I would go for hours. I got nothing else.
Yeah, we really could. I mean, if we have more, if you have any other topics. We could go through the bracket if you want. I'm not sure how.
Are you live? Hopkins.
Yeah,
I got Hopkins in the Final Four. That's my big upset. Hopkins in the Final Four. I think I love their goalie. Love him.
I pop over Cornell.
Oren. Love that guy. Think he's awesome. I got Hopkins beating Cornell, and I got Hopkins beating Notre Dame. Call me crazy. That's just me.
Maybe crazy.
That's my big upset of the tournament. I also want to ask you, how tapped in are you going to be on the next World Championships in Tokyo, Japan next summer? I need you sort of dialed in on that because I'm not going to be able to cover it because I'm going to be playing in it. So I need somebody to be talking about that. It's the most important thing in the world because to me, at the moment, that's sort of the pinnacle of my lacrosse career. That's the culmination of all I've worked for is this world championship in Tokyo next summer. Top 16 teams get to go. It's the smallest field they've ever had. The boys qualified. We will be
so 16 go, and if you win this,
we're not going to win this. I want to preface that very, very.
However, hold on. You never know. But whoever wins it, like, is there some sort of? Is this anything to do with the Olympics, or is this completely?
I don't believe so.
This is regular field.
This is just regular field.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the Olympics.
Nothing.
Okay, cool. Well, it's standard lacrosse. I'm not against sixes. I think if that's the way. I mean, we could get into that a little if you want.
Hate it.
Really hate it.
What's the fucking point? It's not lacrosse.
It's similar.
Let's just put box in the Olympics. It's.
I wouldn't mind that.
I would. It's a different. We never played the sport. They just create a game.
Yeah, but it allows. I agree with what you're saying, but this was the only option.
Out. Get rid of it. Then I don't want to be a fucking breakdancing in the Olympics. It's ridiculous. You'd be like, we can do hockey, but we got to do 3-on-3 on a way smaller sheet. It's like, all right, well, then that's just not hockey then. Ridiculous.
Well, there's 3v3 basketball, so there's hope that eventually.
Ridiculous.
But there's hope.
I mean, what are we doing? Olympics? Fucking big field. What the fuck? Are we running out of money? Is that what's going on here? You can't put 3 lacrosse fields in Los Angeles, California?
I think the reasoning made a little bit of sense to me. A little bit.
Go ahead, lib.
You need 20 guys for sixes. No, you need 15 guys for sixes.
You need 23 for field.
It's too much for some of these countries.
Ridiculous.
Because it's going to be harder for the people that play in the World Games aren't all going to be – I have a question for you before you say something. The people that play in the World Games aren't necessarily all going to be able to play for those countries in the Olympics because don't you have to have dual citizenship? Question?
You have to have dual citizenship anyway for the World Championships.
Okay.
You get 3 spots per team that are lineage spots. So that really shouldn't matter that much anyway. And I'm calling horseshit on your reasoning because they're only letting 6 teams go to the fucking Olympics anyway. So it's not like it's because we've changed the fucking game and we are shrinking roster sizes. 20 teams get to come play in the Olympics. They're only bringing 6. So at that point, just bring the best 6 field lacrosse teams.
So hand up.
Most of the good teams are all from that place anyway.
Yeah. I mean, hand up. There's a little bit of
There are no issue passport people. Japan is all Japanese people. I believe England is all English people. Israel is one of the only teams where I would say, okay, they're not Israeli, but they all get passports, so that you could claim that they're all dual citizens.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these teams are the middle is where it gets a little wishy-washy on who plays for those teams, like the Italys and the Irelands and all that. Descendants and whatever. The Czechs, I like to think, are very Czech. I would like outlier Americans, which is nice. I do have a passport, but the top 5 are mostly, if not all, born and raised in that place.
That's fair. That's
that
fair.
Is garbage.
I'm happy I'm having this conversation with someone who has not only knowledge of the World Games and
I'm deep in this shit.
Yeah,
I'll give them a lot of credit. They're all German guys.
The Germans?
Yeah. We butt heads when we play, but they are, I'll give them credit, all German. I got in trouble for this a couple of years ago before I went to the 2023 World Championships. I got in trouble on macrodosing saying the same thing, but I'll say it. The fact that fucking Puerto Rico gets to do what they do is crazy to me. Where A, not really a country, so right off the rip, not crazy. And B, it's just all the sick, like, D1 kids are like, oh yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm playing for Team Puerto Rico. I'm shaking hands with Will Mark at midfield, and then I got to play against Russell Melendez. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? You didn't grow up in San Juan? Why the fuck am I here? My fucking starting pole is a 32-year-old social studies teacher from Prague. I'm playing against the player of the year right here. And we almost won. That was the craziest part.
Oh my God.
So there are some teams out there where I'm very woke on their things, and those teams would obviously not be involved in the Olympics. I do
So
think
that was my outsider looking in view on international. I was like, well, it seems kind of like a lot of the guys I know are like, yeah, I'm playing for this team. I'm like, well, that's funny because you and I have lived in the same place for our entire lives, and I think I'm only playing for I can only play for the U.S. team.
right.
How does this work?
I would agree with you if the field was 15 teams.
I mean, it's fair. Listen, I'm always I'm getting paid millions of dollars to grow the game, so
Right.
I got to grow it. For anyone out there who is dumb enough to think I'm getting paid, pay me. I would love to. I'm begging for money. I'm looking for sponsors. Yeah. Oh, speaking of sponsors, I forgot to fuck. I knew we had something else to talk about. The Z helmet.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I think it looks clean. Malasek hates it. Do I know why it goes up and down? Not really sold. However, Cascade, Jerry, anyone out there who has access to any reps at Cascade, I need a Z badly. I'm not going to pay for one. There's no scenario I'm going to pay for one. I have Cabrini helmets. Let me wear it around Hoboken to the bars, lift up the mask, and show the fellas it's perfect for beer league. You'll see a little increase in sales. Maybe it's a little spike. Malasek has his fingers up. We're going to go to him.
How do you do that as a goalie?
Yeah. So I am going to wear it as my attack helmet.
For sure.
I'm never going to change.
But like a
shout out Kai the goalie. I know he's listening. Kai the goalie on Twitter, young legend from Georgia. He's been asking the same question as Malasek.
How does that work?
He just spams, how does it work for goalies?
Yeah.
Like, how's this going to work for goalies?
Not that I want one or anything, but like I am fascinated by the whole like where does the throat go?
Yeah, like it's I get that it attaches here. Like it'll attach on, but in the sense like you lift it up and it's just in your face.
Right.
That's what it's like okay, well
I feel like the physics of it, like if it's attached here and here, but it's like I have one. I know how it's structured. I feel like it won't reach from here to here. I feel like there's not enough room.
I think it's going to be attached to the part that lifts.
Just there?
Like the chin. Yeah, because the chin, like, I know what you're saying. Like, let me grab, my stuff's in my car. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. This is such a fun conversation. I love Nestler, man. It's the man.
Yeah. So it'll work like this. For anyone who's watching on YouTube, I grabbed I grabbed the helmet.
Yep.
So here, this part.
Oh, so it'll all be attached to the lift.
Correct.
Aha.
Correct. So this whole white part probably comes up is how I'm looking at it. Because look where the mask is compared. It doesn't go as far back as I think it did on maybe some other helmets.
You're a smoky throat guy, huh?
I've never worn this. This was a gift. I was always clear, clear and icy white colors. Yep. This was the last Cabrini helmet ever. My buddy who was the head coach there, shout out Tommy DeLuca, 2-time National Defensive Player of the Year, national champion, one of the best players I ever played with. He was the last coach there, and he gave me this as a gift. And I've never worn it. I just strictly like to look at it.
I also am wondering if this weekend, if one of those things pops open, so like they gotta be sure that these things are like that could be an all-time just disaster.
So that's I like my thought process is like obviously they wouldn't release it without testing that, but then my question is how do you replicate all the different forms of hits? You could take a car and run it over and be like, look, it didn't open.
Yep.
Well, it's like, well, yeah, well, what happens when I catch the ball leaning back and some dude cheap shots me from the side?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching hockey right now. I remember a couple games ago, either game 2 or game 1, Vladar got hit with a puck square in the helmet, and it pops open all of his buckles. And that's usually how masks are designed to be done in hockey. I'm wondering if that happens. Like, if you get a shot square in the fucking nose, if you're a goalie, does that thing just fly open?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how you even
fascinated to see. I also didn't think that these needed to be reinvented in the first place. I thought we were in a pretty good spot, helmet-wise. I didn't know that we needed a new variation of the helmet. I thought we were in a good gig.
I do agree. I think it looks nice normally. So like to me, I'm fine with the way it looks.
I think it looks dumb when it's opened. Like I don't think it looks cool.
Yeah, it's fair. I
You know,
don't.
Georgetown that I tweeted out. I think it looks like a dweeb. Look at this. I mean,
It's not great, but
like what is this, bro? That's not drip. What is that, dude?
it does look like he's wearing one of the. It looks like almost those helmets they made for the women.
You ever seen the meme of like I'm doing my part? That's what this guy looks like. That's crazy.
I'm a little. I don't know. I guess.
Also, where does the fucking top of the chin strap go? It's buckled to the inside. Gross.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's cooler than you're giving it credit for. Like, I think I wish I knew all the details and watched the videos and read everything they released, but I didn't because I liked it. I thought it was cool.
When is the last time you were like, damn, wish this flipped open? Never. Like, who thought of that?
No, because to be honest, I do love like throwing the buck. I do love throwing the bucky on top of the head, but that's to get it off my my ears. You know what I mean?
It's been like I wish I could open my fucking face mask.
Yeah, I mean, I've never. Yeah, it's definitely not that. For me, it's more so getting the side of my head out of the helmet, which I don't know if that does.
It doesn't. You know it doesn't do that at all. You're just wearing a motorcycle helmet at that point. Like you're still strapped in. The chin strap's still on.
Do you not like the look of them when they're on?
No, they look great when they're on.
Okay, like I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
If they hadn't made the flippable mask thing, they're sick helmets.
Yeah, but it doesn't get nearly as much talk though without the flippable mask.
I know, but like hold on. At a certain point though, we can't just make things to be hot topics on the internet. Like,
yeah, I don't think
the game of like making shit that's just good that people will just buy. All the teams are going to wear them regardless. I'll go, oh, cool. Cascade made a new helmet. It looks sick. Like, I don't need to be like, oh, this fucking thing opens up. Like, I'm in Legacy. I don't care about that shit. I think that's crazy. I am not preying on injury. I'm not preying on anybody getting hurt this weekend. But I am kind of praying that somebody gets popped or someone gets hit with a ball or a stick or something, and that thing just flies open. Just to see the conversations on the internet of like what we're gonna do. Because do they then go, okay, fuck it, we're going back to the old lids, like the rest of the tournament? They might. If one kid's Saturday gets popped real bad and that thing just flings open on the field, those helmets are done forever. They'll never wear another one. That'll be a complete waste of time and money.
Someone wrote, they're like, blah 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 about it popping open, and Jerry wrote back and said like, hey, like, do you think they'd really not test something like this? And someone wrote back about like a firearm that got released by like one of the biggest firearm distributors in the world that had like an issue.
Yeah, right.
And Jerry Ragnish wrote back, he was like, all right, that's a fair point. Pretty good point. Like
all the time.
Yeah, like
we used to cars get shit in our houses that gave everybody cancer. They didn't fucking know.
Yeah, like cars get literally like the biggest like automobile companies in the world recall cars.
So it's like, you think that they are 100% certain that fucking skin is not going to fling open? I'm woke on that too. I don't know.
The more you say it, like when you break it down like that, you're telling me they're 100% sure.
No chance that thing flies open at any point. I don't know, man, because it's really easy. It seems to open it up. You just got to, and then they go like this and they flick it down and close it. That feels like not the way to do that too. That's gonna, I don't know, man. Just for me.
Oh my god, that's so funny! Like,
not the way to do that.
They're throwing it down. You're like, looks that part looks a little cool, but like, doesn't seem like it. Like, are we sure that thing? Like, no one's gonna check that thing's locked in.
That just doesn't seem smart. But
like, you go to throw it, like you have some turf in your helmet. You go to throw it down. It's not in all the way.
Yeah, you get hit. A little loose, but you can't really tell because you're running around all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And the thing's. You need one guy to get hurt doing that, and that thing is dead.
Yeah, I hope. I do hope nothing happens. I do.
Again,
Cascades never. steered us wrong.
Right.
I trust Cascade.
Remember the Pro 7?
Wow, that's why I like it. They all the recent like the R all the generations after the 7 all give me a little like it's like seeing someone's like grandson or brother or son. You're like, oh, you look just like
the R was goated. The R was the coolest thing they ever made. When the R came out, I was like, oh fuck, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. Yeah. I remember when I was a sophomore in high school, I think. And we were a Warrior helmet school for my first couple of years, and they were like the gross old Warrior helmets.
Yeah.
And like the inside was like those plastic cones, and they were just brutal. And I remember the day they brought in the R's, and I was like, dude, this is the coolest shit I've ever fucking seen. Because we had Pro 7s for a little bit early. And the R, I was like, this is the greatest day of my life. First day of junior year when they showed us the R's. And I was like, nothing will ever top. And it hasn't. I think the R is the best helmet they've ever come out with.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Pro 7 has my heart, obviously, just I wore it for the most amount of years. But
changed the game for me, Pro 7. Or the R. The R changed the game completely.
The R was special. That was my whole college career basically was the R, and then ended with an S. And then this was the one that came after the S.
I have the S right now. I think the checks.
The S was nice. I just hate change. Like when I have a helmet that fits, I don't need. Like everyone got a new helmet, and I just asked my coach. I was like, "Yo, can I just like put the stickers on my old one?" He was like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't know. It fits."
Do they change? Like I've never noticed a change, to be quite honest with you.
What do you mean, like the look of them?
No, like the fit. I feel like they fit the exact same. Like
I just think all the new ones were tight on my fucking fat face. Like my old one was just so worn in and so used to these pearly red cheeks that it was like I don't need to look like fucking Alvin the Chipmunk in my helmet. Like I'm trying to have a little swag and chirp, and sometimes you can see the love handles, so I don't need the face to be looking
spilling out of the face mask.
Yeah, it's like like when Tahoka used to wear the box one, his face was like literally like pressed against it. Like
he had a bar on the nose. He had a line.
Yeah, you want to talk about like unsafe? He was like, "Yo, can I wear this in the NCAA?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah, no, for sure not.
Yeah, you're not wearing that 2007 Bauer hockey helmet.
500.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Like you grab that on like eBay, like a
year ago. Pros wear that anymore. You gotta like grandfathered in to wear that helmet in the NHL.
Yeah. So good.
Ness, man. I fucking love you, bro.
You're a legend, bro. I love you too. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It was fun. Let's check back in after this weekend. And if a UVA big win, as you would like to probably say when UVA wins, might need to bring you back on for just a check-in next week. Doesn't need to be an hour 20, could be 2 hours if we need, but
and we'll be checking back in on the Z that flew open in whatever game that we're talking about. I'm going to call my shot right now. I'm going to say Cornell Johns Hopkins has a helmet fly open. I'm going to say that right now. Thursday, May 7th, before the weekend. Johns Hopkins, Cornell, Cascade Z, flings open. Helmets are canceled. Clip that.
Malasek, you're good. I love the energy you brought on here. It was a lot of fun. People are going to love just getting some lacrosse chatter in there. I'm going to do a little deep dive into my brain here, give some people some secret sauce. And I really do appreciate you. We will chat. And please spread the word of Cabrini down in Florida to all that will listen.
I will.
The national championship video on YouTube is special. And
I don't think I've watched that, so I got to go check that out.
Yeah, there's a good highlight of the game. Then there's a 25-minute documentary on the last ride of Cabrini, which is pretty good.
I know what I'm doing.
But the sad part is if you look up Matt Nessler, Cabrini, or you look up Jordan Krug, or you look up anyone that went there, you go and click on our stats, and mine are great, by the way, if you do want to look at them. It says Villanova.com at the top. And it says under it, Villanova has purchased this website. Like they're like Villanova's keeping this alive. Like it cost like how much money does it cost to keep it? Like we're talking,
it's an annual domain subscription. Basically, that's pretty much.
It's up there in red. Like if Villanova like saves Cabrini's stats. It's like, dude, Get rid of them at that point, you fucking scumbag. I have them memorized. You're good. But I do appreciate it. A lot of fun, Malasek. Good luck to you and your boys, to you and the Cavaliers. We are the real Cavaliers.
Saying that championship year.
I know. Shout out Kyle Kaloji, baby. Another Chatham guy.
Legend.
Won state championship with Kaloji for everyone out there from North Jersey. Suck it. 2016 state champs. Malasek, really appreciate you, brother. We'll talk soon.
Nest, my guy.
Yes. Yeah, baby. It's me. Nest. You're inside my brain. You're in the depths of my brain right now. It's just me. My notepad, my handy dandy notepad. I missed you guys. I love you guys. Listen, there's more to come. We got the new social guy getting started for the Crease Tide. That's big. Activity through the roof. Good comedy, good banter. Like to think I found myself my own version of Pardon My Memes or memes from Pardon My Take. This guy's special. He's great on the internet. He's coming for my ass all the time. I love that he's on my ass. Need a guy like that in your corner. So shout out the new social guy. Everyone out there, whoever thinks I'm talking to myself, one, very funny. Totally something I would do. Not a single doubt in my mind that that's something I would have done or potentially have done. I want it on record that I'm not sure if I've done that. So to be honest, it's not something I was doing. Easily could have done it at some point, like bang, send out a tweet, go back and forth, ha ha ha. But was never going like this. And he's coming at my fucking throat. You're not going to catch me dead making Villanova jokes. You're not going to catch me dead making chirps about Cabrini. Not my style. I'm a ride or die type of cat. I sign my tweets N-E-S-T, Nest. Shout out to him. I kind of want to keep him anonymous for now. Like, I have no problem with him being out there, but I kind of like that I just have this fucking ringer. There's this guy in the corner that no one's 100% sure who it is. What else is on my notes? E-Bug. We talked about the E-Bug. Let's see if I got a message back from the potential E-Bug. That'd be unreal if we could bring him on right now, live on the pod. I don't think we're going to. I don't remember seeing any messages. No, not looking good. Oh, maybe. No, he's not interested. No text back. But you can't win them all. That's okay. But I think the e-bug's such a good idea. I think I'd be perfect for it for 1 week. For 1 week. I love all my professional lacrosse players. I'm not trying to step in the goal for practice and for training camp. Or am I? I potentially am. Maybe I am. The more I think about it, maybe I am. I don't know. Getting hit with the ball sucks. And everyone else is pretty damn good. I'm pretty washed. I'm pretty old. I saw shots the other day, like we talked about, from Stagnita and Nate Sullivan. I didn't look good. I certainly didn't look good. My heart is in it. I do care. Just not sure the traveling works. Not sure that's like I got to show up every weekend type of thing on my own, driving out to Utah. That'd be unbelievable. CJ, hop in. I missed you guys a lot. I'm not pumped that I haven't been putting out episodes. Life's been busy. But life's never too busy for you guys. You guys have been there when I was a new guy, when I was coming up the ranks, and now you're here when it's me slinging the ball around, hosting, sitting in the pocket, hanging in the pocket, just you and me, hosting some guys on here. Jordy and Dukes are in my corner. Shout out Jordy and Dukes. They're still there. Back corner with me when I need them. They're there. Blink of an eye. I always appreciate those guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to try to release more episodes. I would love to get you multiple episodes a month. Anyone out there, again, who really loves the Crease Dive, who wants to help, feel free. Always looking for extra hands for editing, clipping, socials, and merch. Merch is coming back. You're going to fucking like it. Merch is coming back. Buy it. I'm broke. I love my real job, not my normal job. I guess they're all jobs. I love my normal 9-to-5 job, but not paying me well enough. Buy my merch, buy the Crease Dive merch. We're going to put Dukes' face on it, Jordy's face on it. Maybe we put one of fucking Jordy in a retirement home. We're releasing Crease Dive merch. We're going to push the boundaries for all sorts of cease and desist. I want to be on the edge of all sorts of line teetering. Like, I want that line to be a blur. Just an absolute squiggly snake. Not straight, not defined at all. Completely bouncing around on each side if you were to walk in a straight line down it. So fried. No idea what I'm saying. Talking about lines and squiggliness. But that's what happens when you're having conversations with yourself. Like, I know the guys out there listening, like, this guy is out to fucking lunch. He's looking straight at himself, talking to himself. He has no idea where he's supposed to be talking. No idea where he's supposed to look. He can't smile. So he smiles and talks like this. He looks like a jerk off. But he can talk. I'm going to keep talking. Holy fuck. Literally getting lost in my own conversations. Let's go back. Cabrini. Haven't talked enough Cabrini. 7-year anniversary coming up. It's May. Champions play in May. Whenever I think May, I think my boys. This is a real statement. Foot cramp. Woo! Oh, foot cramp. Oh, woo! We're good. We're fine. We're totally fine. Over-exaggerated. Being an absolute baby. Just haven't drank enough water. May makes me think of all my boys. Earning an extra week with your boys. Huge for the D1 guys, D2 guys, D3 guys. Earn that extra week. You win a game, you earn a week. You win a game, you earn a week. You win a game, you earn a week. You got to make it last. One more week with the boys. It should be all about that. Just believing in one another. Seeing is believing. My nose is a little stuffy. Do I sound stuffy? If I sound stuffy, someone tweeted me, like, you sound fucking stuffy. So if I sound stuffy, we need to fix that. Wish I was live. I could figure that out right now. Maybe in a week I'll be like, hey, you sounded stuffy. Well, I feel great now. But let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get into some lacrosse. You guys didn't come here for announcements and a Nest social hour. Maybe you did, and you are going to get some of that. But I do want to talk about some lacrosse. I would love to dive into the tournament. Got my other computer here. It's my work computer. Shut up. We got Princeton Marist. Listen, not great if you're Marist. There's not many teams in this bracket that you would have been pumped to see. However, the Marist boys are playing in May. That's a win in its own sense. That's a W for the fellas. That's drinks after the game, family coming out to watch you play, playing against one of the best teams in the country, live on TV. Everyone's going to have a chance to watch. ESPNU. Go get loose. Go bang a couple. Go keep it close early. All of a sudden, people are saying, uh-oh, Marist says Princeton on the ringer. Do I think Princeton's going to win? Yes. Do I think it's dope as hell that Marist gets to fucking go to war in the NCAA tournament when there's only 16 fucking teams left in the entire fucking division? Division 1? I do think that's pretty cool. So shout out the Marist boys. Shout out Cout. Zach Cout. I love you, Cout. You're not listening to this, but maybe the social guy will make a clip of this and we'll just have a shout out Zach Cout clip. That could do numbers. Austin Cout's cousin. See, the lacrosse world's small. Austin Cout, legend in the PLL. His cousin, Zach Cout, legend at Cabrini, also played at Marist. Marist playing Princeton. That's the signs. The signs, Princeton. I don't know. Fucking idiot. I am. Love you, Cout. You're a legend. End clip. Princeton's a Wagoon. And then we got Penn State Army. Wow. Paging. Captain Cons. Army's about to make a run. I might take Army all the way to the finals. I might just do it to show you how much I support the troops. To show you that I'm a believer in this country. Not only are the troops the backbone of this country, but Cabrini, the D3 guys. We have the whole skeletal system of this country. Like, we are. Like, we're the body. Army, Cabrini, D3. One heartbeat. I'm riding with the troops. I support them. Those are my guys. I support the troops. Hat off. Shout out Cons. Shout out Captain Cons. Always tapping into the lacrosse world. Great guy. Loves his Army banter. Not going to catch me dead saying on a mic or putting out a tweet saying Army's going to lose the game. Nope. Not making that mistake. Tell you who does hate the troops. Dukes. Clip this. I'm telling everyone to clip this, clip that. Clip your mom. How about that? Whoa, that rhymed. It was the same word. I need Dukes. I need Dukes to address. I need Dukes and Cons. There needs to be an address here. Dukes keeps picking against the troops, saying he supports the troops, and Cons keeps saying, got a funny way of showing it. We do this every year. Starting to think he doesn't like the troops. I do. If Dukes could defend, I could FaceTime Dukes, see if he can defend himself. It's a little late. It's a late night stream. 6-7. Fuck. We got next Virginia versus Georgetown. We talked about this one. I do think it's going to be a battle. Malasek brought up a great point. Goaltending. Goaltending is going to be a huge factor. If the G-Town Tendy can get hot, we are going to have a problem down in Charlottesville. I am pulling for UVA a little bit. Having Malasek on, I'm a homer. That's why you see me riding for Syracuse. Sorry. That's why you see me riding for Syracuse. Joey Spallina comes on the pod. Great guy. Gives a behind-the-scenes look. Tip of the cap. Thank you. You're even a rider in me. 2 words on. Give it to him. Would love to see him win a natty. Syracuse Orange. Just made Orange at home. That's an O for Orange. Right near Mom's Dome. Virginia beats Georgetown. That's my pick. Millen Brothers, I don't think I dove deep enough into it. I did. Then we did a little CJ Curse Bukaki. But they're a problem. Like, Brendan Millen is unfucking believable. He is so good. And McCabe has been a superstar his 3 years at Virginia, 2 years, 3 years, however long he's been there. But his little brother is better, and I mean that in the most respectful way ever. It's like how I'm a better athlete than my older brother. It's just like it is what it is. You know, like one is better than the other. It's not kumbaya, you're the same. You're both fucking out of this planet Earth. So it's like it's cool to say one's better than the other. It's all good. Just like the little bro is better. It's not by a lot. McCabe Millen gets to the crease time. Let's chat McCabe Millen. I'll to bring Brandon on. Richmond, Duke. Wow. The Spiders get absolutely fucked. Have to play Duke, but give you the Spiders. I've said it a bunch of times. Shout out Tim Young, shout out Rusty, shout out Lance, shout out all the boys down in Richmond. They built that program. Those guys are legends. Lance is still playing the game up in the NLL, scored 1 million points. But those guys are the backbone of Virginia. Oh, my goodness. When I say Virginia lacrosse, I'm talking the state of Virginia, the Richmond Spiders. So give me the Spiders over Duke. I don't think that's a good draw. I don't. We chatted about that earlier. I don't. I think Duke is dangerous. I don't know necessarily deserving is the word. Dangerous is definitely the word. There's 2 D words you could describe Duke with. Duke, 3 D words. Duke deserving or dangerous, and I'm going to say they're dangerous. So good. So good. Thinking on your feet, Nest. North Carolina versus Albany. UNC gets it done, but Mr. Richmond, Silas Richmond, puts on a show. It's primed to go to the PLL, where he gets to play with arguably the most talented offense in the world. CJ Curse, Sowers, him, fucking McCardle. I mean, that team is an issue, and it's going to be a big problem going forward. I think they got Zed. They got everyone. They might have got Miles Jones, I'm pretty sure. Jesus. Shout out the Water Dogs. Yeah, the Cannons. I'm everywhere. My brain is everywhere. Mashed potatoes. My brain is just fucking soup. Long Caprini's wedding was unbelievable. That's probably why my brain's all out of whack. It's 150 edibles I took. But unbelievable. Shout out Nick Vass. Shout out Ro Hurley. Ro Vass. Unbelievable wedding. Unbelievable wedding. Captain Nick, so proud of you. Not only did you bring me a natty, you brought me a great night with the boys back together. It was so good to celebrate. Shout out Cabrini and all the fellas. Syracuse, Yale. Ooh, give me Cuse. Give me Cuse. Spallina, hot. Not, whoa, easy, chill. The boys are getting hot. The boys are getting ready to roll. Cuse is a dangerous team. Jimmy McCool in the cage, post up, chilling. Has that vibe in the core where just everything's good. We're good. Let up a goal early on. We're good, man. We're good. Next one. He doesn't take me as a cat that's giving off like frantic, panicky vibes. He takes me as a we're good, fellas. Let's simmer down. Let's get in there and let's get out. So I think they get it done. Yale just continues to bark. Continue to bark all year, just like fucking pug at your feet like a bulldog. Bulldog, yeah, bulldogs. That's what I'm doing, man. There's a reason I do the pod stuff. They're just barking a little bit, so not an easy game by any means. I honestly like this first round is insane to me. Lacrosse is so awesome. There's just so much talent. Everyone's on upset watch, just to be clear. But give me cues. Speaking of upset watch, Hopkins upsets Cornell. How do you like it now? No CJ Kirsch, no Natty for you. I am sorry, Cornell, you had your moment. I don't feel good saying it. I don't. It doesn't make me feel good. But it's the truth. Hopkins is getting hot at the right time. Goalie's got a little bit of swagger. I don't think Goldstein is going to be able to lift the entire University of Cornell over Hopkins. I just don't. I mean, I'm a bit of a homer for Hopkins. Like it's really that simple. I'm a bit of a homer for Hopkins. Always have been. Shout out Rob Guida. You know, shout out T Guida. Shout out the fellas. Like, and Cauley. I've always been a little bit of a homer. But I just think an upset's on the horizon. Big Red had their moment. Maybe a little hangover. Deep run into May. Been battling all year. That one slip here to Hopkins, and then they get a little dance with Notre Dame next week. No offense to the Jacksonville boys, but Notre Dame is going to take that game, and we'll see where we go from there. And then I think Notre Dame handles Hopkins pretty well after that. I got Cuse versus North Carolina above there, and I think Cuse gets through there. It's just big win in New York. Spallina playing on the island in New York. Spallina, you feed it to me. And then we got up top Richmond versus Virginia, the Battle of Virginia that we talked about before, the absolute war in Virginia, and UVA gets their fucking hearts ripped out, just shattered. The Timmy Adams fighting spiders get it done. The fighting fucking Dan Shamatis get it done. UVA goes packing in round 2. Army versus Princeton. I told you you're not going to catch me dead going against the troops out here. Army, give it to me over Princeton. Miracle run. After all the different snubs of getting out of the tournament and not getting their chance to make their run, there's nothing Cinderella about it. They're coming for it all. And then they maybe a tie against Richmond. Rock, paper, scissors, brutal loss, and then Richmond moves on. I have Richmond or Army going to the finals. I don't know if I'm prepared to make a decision on who I. It's Richmond. I'm a rider, and now I'm an American, which sucks. I was never gonna go against them. I had that big rant before. Gave Cons a shout out. I was so prepared to die on the sword. And I fucking panicked. It's Richmond. That's the right move by me. I'm a friend first. That's my guy. Spiders. Shatter the hearts of the Army faithful. Cons comes on that week. And then Army just fucking breaks his heart. It's going to suck. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just I'm trying to paint you guys how it's happening in my head, just so we're all on the same page. So Richmond's just dancing. They're just fucking, hey, we're in the national championship. Everyone's showing tits. We got Notre Dame versus Cuse. Ryder Garnsey versus Joey Spallina. Gimme Joey Spallina. Whoever had their volume on there, I know that was loud as shit. Give me Mr. Spallina. Give me them in an overtime win. Barn burner. Spallina with the game-winning assist. Do I think Notre Dame can win a national championship? Absolutely. Do I think UNC can win a national championship? Absolutely. Do I think Virginia can win a national championship? Absolutely. Do I think Princeton can win? Absolutely. Other than that, those 4 teams, other than the 2 I play in, I don't think those teams can. Those 4 teams I just listed, didn't feel good eliminating them. Not going to not address the elephant in the room and say Army Richmond semifinals is one of the bolder takes coming out of that part of the bracket. But I'm a rider. That's how I see it. This is how I have a gut feeling that's how it goes down. And then Joey Spallina gets his moment and they hoist it in Charlottesville. And Richmond comes that close to winning the Natty. They're that much closer. And I think it comes in the next 5 years for the Spiders. I don't think it comes next year. I think it makes them wait. Makes them earn it. That's the fucking Nestler bracket. Like that's a beautiful story. Spallina gets his moment after showing up on Long Island and back-to-back great games in Charlottesville. And Cuses are not all the dome this, dome that. 3 games outdoors to end your season. Be so amazing. Imagine if it happens that way. They'll write a story about it. What else do we got? It's fucking dumb. I'm giving you everything. Give you everything I got. I owe you guys. I owe you. I'm getting shots at 6 a.m. I've been getting shots. I got shots once from Stagnita at 6 a.m. I said this. You fucking high idiot. Social guy gave a shout out bracket. We did D3 bracket. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. Roanoke gets fucking railroaded by Salisbury. Go to hell, Roanoke. RIT then has to run to Salisbury. They get fucking stomped. Sorry, Gugs. Williams versus St. John's. St. John's Fisher, don't sleep on them. Wesleyan beats Ohio Northern. Then St. John's Fisher beats them. Gettysburg beats Washington Lee. Christopher Newport snaps them in half. Christopher Newport runs that side of the bracket. Who the fuck is York? Oh, there's 2 parts of this bracket. Jeez, there's too many teams. Not going through all this. Stevens beats Amherst. Shout out the Stevens crew. Bowden fucking stomps Scranton. Cortland loses to Bates. Ithaca loses to Hope. York runs that side of the bracket. Oh my God. York has to go through a buzzsaw. I want York to win it all. We have Cabrini blood at York. Mother the goalie. I don't want York to win it all. I'm so high. Just being so fucking stupid right now. I need Salisbury to win it all. I need Connor Jerez to win it all. I need York to get to the finals. And Salisbury to break their heart. I'm running out of gas here, boys. I don't want to be on here no E. Creativity is still there. Mine's flowing pretty fast. But we got to get this pot out to you, boys. I gave you everything I had. Tuarton goes to Spallina. Anyone who wants in tennis, hit me up. DMs. Hoboken. Bring it. Everything else we touched on. I love you guys. You guys are fucking legends. Gave you everything. Gave you everything tonight. I feel that was a good effort out of Nest. A little clap, a little self clap for Nest. Always good. A little motivation, little self affirmation. Sometimes I wonder if I'm. Oh my God, can't talk. Holy fuck! Love you guys. You guys are legends. And I owe you. We're gonna be back. Crease Dive is far from dead. Just sleeping a little bit. A little sleep at the wheel. And for now, love you guys. And we'll be keeping it low to high till the day we die. We out.